For today's video, I thought I would hop onto Pinterest and get some Parisian autumn outfit inspo for us all. I thought I would recreate some outfits from my own wardrobe that I find on Pinterest on a mid-sized body, and hopefully this will inspire you to pull out some pieces from last autumn or some new pieces you have recently and recreate this Parisian style, because Paris in the autumn is my absolute favourite. I was in Paris last September, October, and it's just a beautiful time of year to be in the city, and the outfits are impeccable. They always are, but particularly in the autumn, I love them. Some of the pieces in today's video are from Petite Studios, who are sponsoring this video. I love their autumn collection in particular. Out of all the collections they do, I feel like it's their strongest because they do so many gorgeous knitwear pieces, denim pieces, and outerwear pieces as well. This first piece is something that I must have pinned on Pinterest hundreds if not thousands of times. I always see Parisian girls in the autumn, in the fall, wearing some kind of blazer a little bit like this one in so many different ways, most commonly with denim, with jeans, and I just always think it looks so chic. So this is a slightly boxy, oversized brown wool blazer. It's 100% wool. It has that quite heritage feel to it. I feel like it looks very vintage but timeless Parisian style. This with a pair of straight leg jeans, boots, a nice leather bag, and I feel like that is all I see Parisian women wearing in the autumn. I love the look, and I never actually have owned a blazer quite like this before. I do find it hard to find blazers that suit my personal style because I don't like anything that leans too corporate, too business-like, and I feel like having a wool blazer, that texture, inherently makes it feel a little bit more wintry, a little bit more cozy than something that feels very corporate, something that's a little bit more sheeny or satin-like, and I really like this one. It's got some button details on the cuffs, it's double-breasted, it's beautiful. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this one on and style this up. I can definitely see myself pairing this with some darker wash straight leg jeans, my patent leather boots, but there are so many different ways that you could style a blazer like this. Next up I have some denim. I don't think you can go too far wrong with denim in the autumn winter time, especially denim on the top half. I mean, we are so used to wearing jeans and seeing outfits with jeans, but I really think a double denim moment, or it doesn't have to be double denim, it could be a denim shirt paired with a different bottom, is very Parisian, very classic, and always looks good in the autumn. So I have two options for you depending on what shade of denim you prefer. Are you a dark wash denim girl? Are you a lighter wash denim girl? I really like both of these. I'll start with this one first. This is an ever so slightly thicker denim than the blue. It is 100% cotton. It's this light, I would say it's like a mid-wash, quite a Levi's style wash with wooden buttons. It's got a little bit of branding here, but very subtle actually, just above the pocket. Adds a little bit of a different kind of element to it. It's in a navy embroidery, which is really nice. Otherwise, it's a fairly traditional collared denim shirt. It has, again, buttons on the cuffs, and it's fairly straight, slightly oversized. I have mine in a size medium. If you are more of a darker denim girl, I have this option for you. It's very similar. It's slightly thinner, so if you want something a little bit more lightweight, I know a lot of you live in climates that are still very warm in the autumn time or all year round, so this might be a better option. It's a lighter weight denim. It's thinner, but it still gives you that denim look, and it's this darker shade as well. It has wooden buttons, no branding this time, just a simple patch pocket, simple collar, little cuff detail with the buttons as well. I also have this one in a size medium, and it fits great, similar to the first one, slightly oversized, slightly boxy, but it doesn't drown you either. I would also pair this with dark wash denim. I would pair it with a trench coat. I would pair it with boots or ballet flats or loafers. I feel like it's a very timeless look. I would even pair this with a barn jacket or a utility jacket. I'm never quite sure what to call them, but they're really on trend this year, and they're also very practical for the rainy weather in Paris, but mostly in the UK. So yeah, I feel like this would look good with my new in barn jacket. I might style it with that in a second. Not sure how Parisian that is, probably more British actually, but you know, I could also do with the blazer or the trench coat to make it more Parisian. We talk about knitwear because you cannot talk about autumn without talking about some good knitwear, and my first piece is actually the jumper I'm wearing now. I have basically not taken this off since it arrived a few days ago, and actually it's a little bit warm today to be wearing this, but I just couldn't resist. I also wore it yesterday. It was also probably slightly too warm for it yesterday as well, but I love this. I love this like like a feral print. It feels very vintage, especially in this neutral colorway. It's a cream ecru base with brown on the pattern. Feels, again, quite 60s, quite vintage to me, but very traditionally autumn winter with this pattern. I love this. I think this paired with a little tweed mini skirt and knee-high boots would look really cute, or just with jeans. Again, I wore it yesterday actually with jeans, a brown car coat, my axle boots from Suzanne, and I really love the look. I feel like it's quite versatile because it's patterned, but it's neutral. I really like that. It makes it very easy to style, especially if you have a lot of brown tones in your wardrobe, which I seem to have a lot of brown in my autumn winter wardrobe this year. I'm actually wearing this in a size large, and you can see the fit on me. It's the kind of fit I like for knitwear, slightly slouchy, slightly loose, but not too big. So I would say, yeah, if you're between sizes and you want a slightly slouchier look, go up a size. This is 100% merino wool. It is super soft, it is not scratchy, it is not itchy, it is not uncomfortable in the slightest, which is so important for me for knitwear. I am pretty much in a phase now where I'm only choosing natural fibres, and merino wool is actually my #1 favourite fabric for knitwear, so I absolutely love that Petite Studios have used a lot of merino wool in their knitwear this time around. Speaking of jeans, I thought I would try some Petite Studios denim for you because I was quite intrigued when I saw the denim on their website. It looked really nice. It looked very French. Again, I feel like French denim is often straight leg. It's often this wash of denim, this kind of mid to dark wash, indigo sometimes, but it is usually a straighter leg or like a straight leg with a little kick flare, which is actually what these are. I feel like they rarely go for the wider legs or the baggy jeans or the skinny jeans. It's almost always a really classic straight leg cut, and I really like that actually. It's probably my favourite, but it is really hard to find a good pair of straight leg jeans on my body type. Usually they end up too tight and they almost look like skinny jeans, but actually I was really pleasantly surprised by both of these pairs. So this first pair, I put the name on screen, or I could just read it to you. They're the Libby crop flare jeans. So they're like a cropped ankle jean. Perfect, again, if you're petite and you struggle to find jeans that actually stop at your ankle, these are going to do that for you. I will leave my measurements in the description box for reference. But yeah, these won't be too long on you. They will actually be cropped because they're from a petite friendly brand, which is great. They're a really nice wash. They've got a little bit of fading on them, but otherwise very minimal details. I really like this patch. It's like a nice brown leather, and then they just have a little bit of detail on the back pocket, but nothing major. Obviously denim is a staple in any Parisian woman's wardrobe pretty much, especially for autumn winter. So I can think of countless ways to style these up. Second pair of jeans I already wore on Instagram the other day, and I had so many questions asking me what jeans I was wearing. So this was them. These are another pair of straight-ish leg jeans. These, I took the label out of these because I've already worn them, but I think I will put the name on screen. They're basically like a straight leg high waist with this exposed button detail. They feel very vintage. They feel a little bit 50s. 5 buttons. They are slightly stretchier than the previous pair. So the previous pair were cotton lycra. These are cotton and spandex. Trying to think of one of the other stretchy materials. Cotton spandex. They do feel slightly thinner and slightly stretchier, so they mold to your body a little bit more than the first pair, which were a little bit more rigid with still that hint of stretch. But yeah, these fit really well. These are a size large. I can't remember if I said about sizing. The others were a size large as well. So when I did wear those jeans the other day, I paired them with this top, and I got an equal amount of questions about the top as well. It's an off-the-shoulder ecru knit top, long sleeved, very elegant. I see a lot of girls on Pinterest wearing this kind of silhouette. It is very chic, it is very Parisian, it's very effortless, but very beautiful as well. And yeah, I did see a lot when I was scrolling Pinterest the other day. I did see a lot of women wearing some kind of off-the-shoulder knit. It is a beautifully soft fabric. It fits really well. I got mine in a size large, and that fits me perfectly. So I would say if you're between sizes, to size up with this one. It's got a slightly asymmetrical hem. I will show you better on the body, although I do tend to tuck this in because it's a little bit more form-fitting, but you could leave it out if you wanted to show that asymmetry on the hem. But yeah, really beautiful one, very soft, very comfortable, and I feel like there are so many different ways that you can style this as well. I would style it with jeans like I wear most days, but I would also style it with a mini skirt maybe and boots, or a midi skirt and boots, something like that as well. It's a great piece for autumn winter evenings if you're going out to dinner, because it's really comfortable, it's warm because it's knit, but with that off the shoulder it just looks a little bit more dressed up. This is another beautiful knit. This is merino wool as well. It's got a high neck, which I always associate with Paris, these high neck form-fitting kind of ribbed knits. It is scalloped or little frills on the cuffs, as you can see, and then it's this beautiful caramel brown colour. This is so gorgeous. If you are warm toned, if you like your brown shades, your warm shades, your caramel shades, this colour is gorgeous. And I also got this one, I believe, in a size large. Yeah, I do tend to go for a large in Petite Studios, unless it's something that's already a little bit, oh actually I did go for a large in this, but the denim shirts I knew were going to be a little bit oversized, so I went for the medium, and they usually fit me really well. But yeah, this one is 100% merino wool, so again, no itch, no scratch. I'm envisaging this with a midi skirt, with boots, with a coat, a trench coat, any kind of jacket. I think that would look really nice. But again, you could always pair it with jeans or trousers. This could be great for the office. If you're going into the office and you want something chic, but warm and comfortable, this could be a really nice option. Last but not least, I have these trousers, which unfortunately are the only item they sent me that didn't work out for me, but these could be really good for you if you have slightly less wide hips. I have very wide hips, and these just didn't quite accommodate the wideness in my hip, the width in my hips, but they did fit really well on the waist, and they were really nice on the length. They're like a pair of tailored brown. This is like a cool toned brown, so if you are cool toned you might like this shade. If I compare it to the warm tone of these would actually look really good together. I wish these fit me so I could show you, but the warm tone caramel of the jumper and this cooler tone brown, gorgeous colour, gorgeous fit. If you are a little bit more narrow in the hips, even if you're the same size as me but you just don't have that width in the hips, these would work beautifully because the waist was perfect. Yeah, these have a bit of stretch in them, so I was kind of hopeful that they might stretch and accommodate my hips, but no, they don't quite work on me. But again, if you're slightly narrower in the hips, or if you're a smaller size, I think they would work beautifully. They're gorgeous quality, and I'm sure if you are on the more petite side, you really struggle to find trousers that you don't need to tailor or hem, that are not too long. Even at 5'5", I'm kind of borderline between petite and normal, and I almost always find trousers too long, especially these kind of work tailored trousers. You know, if you shop at Suzanne, they're always like 5 foot too long at the bottom. These will be perfect on you. I will show you what they look like on the model so you can get an image of what they might look like. They are stunning. They are really lovely. They're not itchy at all, just beautifully made, but unfortunately not quite for me. That is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing the pieces from Petite Studios as well as my outfits. What did you think of the outfits I put together? My favourite time of year to dress, especially in that Parisian style. I love all of these pieces. I feel like they're really classic. There's nothing too trendy here. There's nothing too extravagant. It's timeless pieces that are gonna integrate perfectly into your existing wardrobe, which I guess is what Parisian style is really all about. If you liked this video and you like any of the pieces I showed today, again, I will leave my sizing, I will leave my measurements, I will leave the links to the pieces down in the description box. I would really recommend all of the pieces I've tried. Like I said, apart from the trousers that just didn't quite work on me, everything fits really beautifully, and I really love this brand. It's definitely a brand I'm going to be reaching for or looking to more for inspiration. They only do small collections. They are definitely a slow fashion brand, and they cater specifically to petites. So I know a lot of you really struggle with finding clothes that do cater to petites, so definitely one to watch. If you haven't tried them yet, I would encourage you to do so. Please consider giving this video a like down below if you haven't already. It really does help my channel out. If you're not subscribed, I'd love to have you here. I am on the slow climb to 20,000 subscribers, so if you could be an extra one, it would really make all the difference to me. If you are not done watching yet, there are a couple of videos on screen here that you might like to watch after this one. Otherwise, I hope you're all doing really well, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!